Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning with me, Brigand. I almost forgot to turn in the Shine and Shadow quest.
These are Shine and Shadow? I was sent to recover artifacts of importance, not simple weapons. The Templars are going to think me a fool. How am I to return to them with these?
Well, if you don't want them...
There's like to be more dignity in returning empty-handed rather than bringing back such a small trinket. If you want them, they're yours. And I suppose I promise compensation in return for your service. I can't say I'm happy about it, but here's your coin. Now, leave me be. I'm off to Odessa to bring them the sad news of the expedition.
And...
Those brutes can't even imitate proper society for 5 minutes without some manner of civil collapse. Thank you for keeping them that way.
Etmir.
My business is done here. I'm getting out of this horrible place and travelling back to Odessa.
And Shine and Shadow.
I had expected that they might be something like a miniature sun, a battery which held an intense magical reservoir. The Scholia Arcana had theorized about these kinds of objects, but I hoped the gnomes might have discovered them first.
Alright, cool. Let's go to the Teeth of Naros. We have a DLC to start. Before we go, I'm close to leveling up, so let's see if I can level up off these two mobs real fast. So we have this one. We're not going to level up off of him. I have to run this way anyway, so we have to go through these. What? Oh, 3 Ettins. Okay. Alright, let's check these out. Alright. Let us skedaddle. We have an expedition to meet. I played through this DLC at some point. I don't remember a lot about it, other than the aesthetics. Whoops. Dropped my guard. Drop my guard again. Would have popped that experience potion there, probably would have leveled up. But that's okay.
I see you took me up on my advice after all. Can't say you made a bad choice. Speak with Hellick if you want to know more about the expedition. Leave me.
Well, glad to see that you made it here safe and sound. Helic's the one you'll want to speak to, though.
Cock Cranwin.
The mage is more used to seeing women in skirts, but I've caught him leering more than a few times nonetheless. Let's hope his spellcraft is more potent than his stares.
Was her face... Wait, yeah, her face.
Glad that's done with.
Gives me a bit of a Branwyn vibe from Baldur's Gate. I feel like if Branwyn was in a 3D game, she'd look something akin to... Shoot, what's even her name? It's very Brond.
Finally, we found the last person we need after all. I'm Helic Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Dalentarth, the Teeth of Naros, and we could use another strong back.
Teeth of Naros.
We're in the foothills of the Teeth right now. It's not the easiest place to reach, sheer cliffs of stone, and few passes through them.
That's very Brond.
Sverri's got a fairly good head on her shoulders. She's only got eyes for gold, but there's plenty for all on this trip. When it comes to navigating ruins, there's no one I trust more.
Helic Cross.
Been a mercenary for about 20 years now. Toured with the Warsworn, but didn't take quite as much pride in the work as they wanted. So I struck out on my own. You can make a fair bit of coin selling your sword to keep a farm or two safe. Not that I'll need to anymore.
Expedition.
During one of my other campaigns, I chanced upon a diary of an Almain monk, Denric the Crazed. Said he found a way to the land south of Dalentarth. After reading what he found there, cities of gold, fountains of sapphires, I decided I wanted to see this land for myself.
El Dorado. Cock Cranwin.
A mage is always good to have on an expedition like this, except for cash. But maybe he'll come around.
Do you know much about the Teeth?
Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Almain missionary named Denric, returned half dead and maddened to hell. He claimed the southern land as home to a miraculous city, wrought of gold and trimmed with silver. Even said it floated above the earth, if you can believe it. It's hard country, damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them.
Yeah, why do you need me?
Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With a fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it.
And you believe a madman?
Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you?
I'll do it.
Then we only need to begin. I've seen to all the logistics and all the preparations for the journey. Meet us in the Southern Passage. Let's try to cover as much ground as we can.
Where is the Southern Passage?
It's the cave next to camp. I heard rumors that it was filled with artifacts that none had ever seen before. Strange carvings and huge works of stone. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I advise against being too carefree inside. We should go in as a group. Stay close.
Yeah, so I think some people recommend waiting to go here until you're higher level.
The time of deliverance is almost nigh. The teeth of Naros have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou faithless one. I beckon thee.
Okay. Well, we've been beckoned, so we're on the right track. Denric's Journal 1. A little in the way of food and water left. I'm licking rocks for what gritty moisture kisses their faces, and any what lichens I can pry off the rocks. Bitter at first, but after a few, they begin very much to taste like, how should I put it? Like smiles and blood and yelling and smoke and dung. I think I'll have some more. What is this cave anyways? Braziers and columns seem to be of some importance. Haven't seen their work before. I feel like a child next to them. Was this once a hall for giants, or have I grown shorter? Perhaps I should stop eating quite so much lichen.
What is it?
Oh. I turned around. I thought this is the way that I came from.
Be careful. What the hell is that thing?
Wait, what did I pick up?
This... what is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain... this is blood. This thing is flesh! I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed.
Damn craven. Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over, and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him.
What was that corpse?
We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Eton decorated with some entrails, or something. I can't believe that craven.
Stupid vase.
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sferry's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here. What was that? First the mage turns coward. Then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly, I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine. Let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here.
Oh yeah, what do we do now?
We keep going. Cash proved to be useless, and Sverri's not helping anyone anymore. Looks like it was always up to us. With just 2 of us, we'll have to try and manage as best we can. It won't be easy, but I thought something like this could happen. Come, we must make Sverri's death mean something.
Well, we're off to a good start.
What in the hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them.
It's possible to turn
I
off.
heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
Let me turn off the tutorial tips like that, like the reckoning thing that keeps popping up. Because there's no I know how to activate reckoning. I'll have to look in the settings, probably off camera.
What is that thing? Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Scout the passage ahead, and see if you can find a place to make camp.
Will you be okay?
Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. We need to find some place to make camp.
Yeah, take a healing potion.
I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Be a shame to waste the thing, wouldn't it? Now get going. I need to rest. Discover what you can, and come back to me.
Will you be okay?
I told you, I'll be fine. I'll save the health potion you gave me for when things really get dire. Now, find a place for us to make camp. I'll be fine.
Alright, let's level up real fast. I need to remember not to... I don't know how many skill books there are. At the very least, I won't max out. I'll only put 9 points in to each skill. Another mercantile. What does this one do? Oh, so when I destroy... Okay, yeah, this is really good. So when I have to destroy items, I still get paid for it. Yeah, let's do that.
Get going.
I tend to prefer having passive abilities, so I don't have to worry about activating them and worry about mana consumption. Alright. I thought I'm going to thank the Ettin that drove me into this cave. It's quite spacious in here, though I've been in long enough that I'm unsure that I can find a way back out again. I've had a good go of chasing what lamplights I can see. They wouldn't steer me wrong, would they? Of course not. It's so dark in this place. Like night, once it's been boiled down and poured over pitch. Light is good, though. It's warm and tells me where to go. Left leg isn't looking so good, but it drags rather well. Who in the places put a cliff in the middle of this place? Had no conception of the structure from the start, it seems to me. Poor savages, whoever they were. Probably had to stand on chairs to get anything done in this place. No, no going back that way. There's no going back anyway, because I jumped down. I keep my eyes peeled for more traps. There's one on the ground right there. Which way do I need to go? Ooh, Nightstone Helm. Not as good. So the black stone that forms this armor was brought from the Colosai's distant homeland. The white symbols painted on its surface are traditionally tattooed on colossi to bring protection and healing. That looks pretty cool. I'll go this way first. This looks like a dead end. I can actually... Well, maybe I can disarm this other one then. I wish you got experience for disarming. I mean, you get experience for like lockpicking and stuff. I feel like if you can find disarmed traps, you should get experience for that as well. Whoops. Not that I'm in desperate need for experience or anything, but I mean, if you're gonna give it to me for certain skill checks, you may as well give it to me for all of them. Alright, Dedric's journal number 3. Like is pretty much useless for walking now. But what sights? Could Mitharu have left a glorious temple such as this? Sailing so high they cannot be seen. A statue of a strange sort that I cannot understand it. I even cannot describe what I have seen in the views beyond this chamber. But for a fleeting moment, I have seen true glory. A city of such shimmering beauty that I cannot find its like in anything I have seen before. Mitharu could never be contented with a city on a hill, while this one gently floats upon nothing, lording over the earthly dominions below. And what else but its inhabitants? At first I thought the statues moved and walked, and even perhaps spoke, but I was far and hidden and could not hear. They were giant, as tall as 2 men, and fierce besides. They had the strength of a Jotun, and such speed. A terrible fate awaits those that give them cause to malice. If this was a true report, or merely a vision brought to me by my god, I could not tell. But I must spread the word of this discovery. The world must know. The world must know of this strange Southland, of giants and cities built upon stones that are not there. Sea flax. Just what I was looking for.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, Beckoned. At last, my work can be completed.
Who are you?
One who watched and waited for decades and centuries and eons, and all for this day when thou wouldst come before me. I have read the fates of this world to find thee, unfated one. Much rests on your shoulders, but I have one more burden to lay upon thy brow.
How can this meeting be fated?
Since the inception of my labors, I have always known that their fulfillment would require fate to be unbound. Such is the paradox of faith. The tapestry of fate offers no allowance for such events. Only an unfated being could complete the work I had started. So I waited, in despair and hope. And then thou came to pass. I needed thy nature, and it was created, though I had no hand in it. I see that as fate, in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of paradoxical in itself. She was expecting fate to lead a fateless one to her. Right? What do you need me to do?
To continue thy path through the tapestry of fate, and perpetuate its sundering. I will open the way to the Teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear in time. Go now with my blessing. Go now with my purpose. For thou art beckoned. That which was ordained must be undone.
Hey, Beckoned, plus 10% damage while in Reckoning mode. You accepted the challenge of a mysterious voice, to bear a strange artifact into a hostile land and realize her will by changing the course of fate. Alright. Well, let's boogie woogie. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to use my special attacks. So I guess I really only have the two. The attack from block and then the charge attack. The charge attack kinda just takes long to activate. Over to the Teeth of Naros. It's got a really cool aesthetic, from what I recall. I'm pretty sure the giants are inspired by a Greek aesthetic. It's pretty neat. I don't think we can actually go back. Which is fine by me. Really showing off that clipping.
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Colossi-held territory for the moment. State your intent.
What are you?
You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Colossi. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith.
I mean no harm.
Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here?
About the caverns.
It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path?
A strange entity invited me.
Strange entity? A curious riddle, but one that must be solved later. It seems the Jotun have rallied their strength.
Pretty sure it's pronounced Jotun.
Steel yourself.
I guess it's their world, so however they wanna. Love these guys' hammers. This is a big old slab of concrete.
us. That was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned. But for what purpose?
Probably to save you. Sakandra.
I command the soldiers that protect my people, the Colossi, from the dangers of this land. They are many, and we are but few. Each passing year it seems more and more like we lose ground. But what can we do? We are commanded to stay here.
Colossi.
We have come, little one, from savage lands and savage past. We have been picked by the gods to carry their will across this world. And now we inhabit this land, summoned by our gods to do their works, and who now are silent.
Jotun.
The Jotun are a savage race, but their cruelty can be controlled as easily as it can be fostered. Before we came here, the Jotun were our wards, but that was a lifetime ago. And now they call for our heads.
Caverns.
It was an old passage built by my people as our faith demanded. Once, it was to lead to fertile woodlands. But we were commanded to stay our diggers, our masons. So we remain in the Teeth.
I must seek the Primos.
What strange forces brought you here? You speak of the Holy King of my people, and that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher? Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idilla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
Tell me about Idilla.
It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savages and dangers. It is my people's greatest accomplishment and failure. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me.
Okay. What is the cipher?
A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. So the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse.
A recluse.
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him.
Never listen to him.
The Primos is the highest office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless.
If I help, can I meet the Primos?
The Jotun are led by Karunk, a warlord that reigns over his horde from his ramshackle tower. One of my scouts, Remy's, watches them now. He can offer you advice on fighting the warlord, and if you can kill Karunk, I will lead you to the Primos myself.
The cipher.
Keep it close to you. That artifact is proof to many that you are the avatar of the gods. It holds much power.
Karunk.
The warlord is cruelty incarnate. He has transformed the memory of my people's leadership into that of slavery, as if we possess such barbarity. He makes camp in the barbarous tower you see in the distance. He must be killed if this is to end.
Idilla.
It is a wonder to any mortal eyes, though because it is not good enough for the gods' tastes, we must call it a failure. And still we bear this bitter truth every morning, and by every sundown it seems liable to crush us under its weight.
How do I stop the Jotun?
The quickest way to end their threat would be to kill their war chief, Karunk. With his death, the others will be brought to heel. Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the
A hard locked chest. Let's see what we got going on there. Less health, but more armor. And it matches my helmet and gauntlets. So I'll take it. That's fine. Ooh, Signet of Andronikos. Lightning damage, health regen, and piercing damage. A simple golden ring. I don't know if I can justify the health regen over just a flat regen bonus. Isle of Puko. That's a finesse shield. This buckler is built for an owner that did not want to be caught in battle. And keeping with the theme of Lapuko, it seems designed to cause mayhem when struck. Okay. So I guess this is our first fast travel point. What tower was she talking about in the distance? Alright, let's go grab a couple of these hidden stashes real fast, and we'll call it an episode, I think, before we actually start digging into the DLC. What's up there? Of course it is. Alright, I think we'll call it here. In the next episode, we'll begin exploring and dealing with the expansion. The Teeth of Naros. Pretty cool. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's his tower? He's trying to build to this city? Huh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.